Hello, hope I'm doing well, and welcome back to Worship Wednesday. Today's subject is Constellation. So, she was intended to be the second member of the Lexington class of battlecruisers. This has been America's first set of battlecruisers, and Constellation would have been the third ship to bear that name in the U.S. Navy had she been completed. The Lexingtons would have been the U.S. Navy's response to the threat the Congos posed, and their design was heavily influenced by the British battlecruiser Hood, as well as taking lessons learned from Jutland and not learning some lessons from Jutland. Constellation would have been designed essentially as a speedy glass cannon, boasting four twin 6-inch 50 caliber guns with 14 6-inch 53s for secondaries and 8 torpedo tubes along with a anti-air armament. While she was designed to hit 33 knots with her very long and skinny hull, the trade-off for her high speed and firepower was her armor, with her main belt being 7 inches at its thickest. For comparison, the thickest part of Hood's belt was 12 inches, and the Congo's was 8 inches. And though it was sloped, it wasn't as good as the other two. Very underprotected for what she would be facing off against. Construction on the Lexington class battlecruisers finally began in 1920 and 21, with Constellation being laid down on August 18th, 1920, in Newport News, Virginia. But shortly after, progress was stopped with the terms of the Washington Naval Treaty, requiring them to be scrapped. But the treaty allowed two capital ships to be converted into aircraft carriers, and so the closest to completion, this being Lexington and Saratoga, became CV-2 and CV-3 respectively. And so CC-2 Constellation was canceled completely in August 1923, with her being sold for scrap on November 8th, 1923 for a little over $45,000, which would approximately set her value for scrap at about $820,000 in today's money. So as for her skills, both have to do with stargazing and astronomy, and with the effect of soaring Star Chaser, giving her more damage versus slower enemies, echoing back to the design idea of the Lexingtons with their role in the fleet. The idea of them being faster than everyone else, hit hard, and take out enemies quickly. That way, they don't get hit very much in return. Thus, their armor doesn't need to be as good. So, for her quotes in her self intro, she remarks it's unfortunate she had to sail with her sisters, Lexington and Saratoga. In the meantime, she took to staring at the sky and the stars, which is a little bit sad. I feel bad for her. And many of her quotes have to do with stargaze, which makes sense, as her name is Constellation, which is a formation of stars. And she has sorting lines with her sisters Lexington and Saratoga. So that's all I got for Constellation. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.